Now, going back to the Avalon
Sure.
conversation, did there was like a glow in your eyes as you first brought it up.
Yes.
So I have to ask, like, is there a certain memory? Was it Tiesto or what was Armin van Buuren? What was it that?
Yeah, I think the Armin van Buren night was just eye opening for me. I was DJ. It was New Year's, turning into 2004, and I'd just been hired for 617 to DJ. So it was called Avalon, and it was I'll probably get this wrong, but it was Axis, Avalon, Embassy, and Modern all together. It was four different. So Modern was like the lounge, Embassy was like a smaller club, Avalon was the massive club, and Axis was a smaller club as well. Just having different genres over there. I was DJing at Modern. You could walk in between all. It was
Sure.
amazing, called
Nice.
Avalon, and this is on New Year's. I was DJing at Modern with another DJ, I think DJ Heaven. And, I walked over to see the other places when I wasn't DJing and just like opening the doors and seeing 2,000 people and feeling that, Avalon had an amazing sound system. I think the other one was seeing Paul Oakenfold at Avalon. It was the first time I did bottle service. And this is probably like '05, '06. So just experiencing that, and yeah, it was probably around that time. I would say maybe a few years later, and just full circle thing. He's come to Grand at one of the big night clubs, and meeting with him, hanging out with him. It's just kind of a full circle moment for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's sick,
yeah.
bro. Um, when you're having moments like that, are you trying to keep it together, or do you ever have moments where you're like, fuck, like
I
I
can't.
gushed up?
I can't. Yeah, I keep it together pretty much. Yeah, I give him a lot of compliments. I actually there's one which I didn't know. We had a Chris Brown event, and the one that was doing all the Chris Brown after parties is the person that started Live Sundays, and somebody I always looked up to. Mike Headliner, and Headliner was what started Live on Sunday, which the rappers talk about. Which I've been there a few times. It's the most amazing place, and he started. It kind of opened up, for the country to allow, which in my opinion, allow other places to do hip hop and hip hop events. So he came up here with the Chris Brown thing. I didn't know he was mic'd up. And so I was, giving him lots of praise. Kids call it glazing or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it
yeah,
is. Yeah.
yeah.
I was glazing this guy real hard. And he actually made a video out of it. And, the praise was deserved. And if he had, it was me not knowing he had a mic on, and it was actual praise. But the video, came up pretty
That's a
good.
moment that other people definitely bring up.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Did you kiss him after or what? Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty. It was, but and it was the truth, and it was giving people compliments. I have fun with them. I know that they're, that people come to see them and things like that, but it's the enjoyment of them. Yeah, I keep it together pretty much most of the time. So